Hello, little friends. Welcome to our channel. Today, we're going to listen to an exciting story. The Legend of Orgon, the warrior of the Emerald Forest. What amazing adventures await us. Get ready, sit back, and let's step into the story together. The Legend of Orgon, the warrior of the Emerald Forest. Long ago, when the world was still in chaos, there existed a sacred forest known as the Emerald Leaf, home to mystical creatures and ancient deities. At the heart of this enchanted land, a unique beast was born, taking the form of a wild boar but possessing extraordinary intelligence and unparalleled magical prowess. He was called Orgon, the warrior of the Emerald Forest. The guardian of nature. Orgon was more than just a warrior, he was the guardian of nature. The balance between destruction and renewal. His body was adorned with sacred markings, glowing with an ethereal light that symbolized his connection to the primordial forces. He wielded the dual elements of fire and water. One hand capable of summoning flames fierce enough to reduce an entire battlefield to ashes. The other hand channeling water pure enough to cleanse even the deepest corruption. From the moment he took his first steps, Orgon knew his purpose, to protect the Emerald Forest and all who dwelled within it. The ancient spirits whispered his name through the rustling leaves, and the rivers carried his legend across the land. Under his watchful eyes, the forest thrived, its magic remaining undisturbed for centuries. The rise of darkness, but peace never lasts forever. One fateful night, under a blood-red moon, an invading force descended upon the Emerald Forest, the Black Wind Army. An unholy legion forged from the depths of the Shadow Kingdom. These warriors were unlike any ordinary foes. Clad in cursed black armor, their hollow helmets concealed only darkness within. Their swords pulsed with malevolent energy. They had been summoned by the dark sorcerer Blood Moon, a being of pure corruption, whose ambition knew no bounds. The Black Wind warriors marched forward, setting fire to the sacred trees and slaughtering the mystical creatures that once roamed freely. Their ultimate goal was the heart of the forest, a legendary source of magic that had existed since the dawn of time. With it, Blood Moon sought to consume all life and reshape the world in his image. The gathering of the sacred beasts. Sensing the impending doom, Orgon called upon the great guardians of the forest. Thunder Tiger, draped in lightning armor, its every step shaking the earth with raw power. Shadow Wolf, a creature of the night, its form cloaked in darkness, moving unseen between the trees. Green Leaf Dragon, an ancient being with moss-covered scales and wings woven from the very essence of nature itself. Together, they formed the last line of defense against the invaders. The air trembled with the tension of an impending battle. The spirits of the forest whispering their blessings upon the sacred warriors. The final battle, as dawn broke, the Black Wind Army clashed with the defenders of the Emerald Forest. Swords met claws, lightning struck steel, and fire raged against shadows. Orgon charged through the battlefield, his hooves shaking the ground as he unleashed torrents of water to drown the invaders and waves of fire to incinerate them. The war raged for 3 days and 3 nights. Neither side willing to surrender. Then, Blood Moon himself entered the fray, cloaked in a robe of swirling darkness. His crimson eyes burned with malice as he raised his staff, summoning an abyss of dark magic. Orgon stood before him, unwavering. The final duel had begun. With a mighty roar, Orgon unleashed his full power. Flames and water twisted around him, forming a celestial dragon that lunged at the sorcerer. Blood Moon countered with tendrils of shadow, corrupting the very air. The sky turned black, the ground trembled, and the forest itself seemed to cry out in agony. Blow after blow, spell after spell, the two titans clashed. But Orgon was not fighting alone. The spirits of the forest, the whispers of the ancient trees, and the strength of the creatures he had protected all merged into him, granting him the power to strike one final, decisive blow. With a blinding flash of blue and gold light, Orgon drove his fist into Blood Moon's chest, sealing the sorcerer's soul within the ancient tree thatch mock. The chains of light wrapped around the cursed being, binding him for eternity. The eternal guardian, the Black Wind Army, now leaderless, crumbled to dust, their souls returning to the void. The Emerald Forest, though scarred, began to heal, but Orgon knew his task was far from over. Rather than leave, he chose to remain, climbing atop the moss-covered stone pedestal at the heart of the forest. He became its eternal guardian, his eyes, still glowing with the light of his magic, watched over the land, ensuring that no threat would ever return. Legends say that on nights of the full moon, if one listens closely, they can hear the voice of Orgon carried by the wind, a warning to those who seek to harm the sacred lands. And so, the warrior of the Emerald Forest became a legend, his name whispered through the leaves, his spirit forever entwined with the land he loved and protected. Even in the age of men, some still venture into the Emerald Forest, searching for Orgon, hoping to hear his wisdom. But only the pure of heart will ever witness the glow of his eyes in the sacred grove. The legend lives on. Thank you, little friends, for watching until the end. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any more exciting stories. Goodbye, and see you next time.